Good afternoon and welcome to the Prep B Softball Championship for the NJISAA between Gill St. Bernard's and Montclair Kimberly Academy. Without further ado, we're going to hand things over to the tournament commissioner, the head baseball coach for Gill St. Bernard's and the athletic director for Gill St. Bernard's, Dave Pasquale, who's going to take care of our intros here at Diamond Nation.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Diamond Nation for today's Prep B Softball Championship game between Montclair Kimberly Academy and Gill St. Bernard School. Spectators are reminded that this contest is sanctioned by the NJISAA and all rules of conduct and behavior will be strictly enforced. Upon conclusion of today's game, there will be a brief trophy presentation ceremony at home plate to honor both the tournament champion and runner-up. At this time, we would like to introduce the coaches and players for both teams. First, for Montclair Kimberly, who will be the visitors this afternoon. I'd like to introduce head coach Jessica Sarfati. Assistant coaches Donna Bruno and Isabel Ginelli. Let's welcome number 19, Paula Guzman. Number 6, Rhea Saji. And number 20, Lamara White. And now for the starters for Montclair Kimberly. Leading off the shortstop, number 14, Izzy Mendez. Batting second, the pitcher, number 7, Morgan Katona. Batting third, playing third base, number 4, Sophie Silberman. Batting fourth and catching, number 2, Emma Pacifico. Batting fifth, number 11, the second baseman, Terry McGuire. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 13, Grace Turvey. Batting seventh, number 16, center fielder Jenna Donatello. Batting eighth, the designated player, number 5, Rocky Rodriguez. Batting ninth and playing left field, number 9, Kayla McGee. And the flex player for MKA is right fielder Lily Gordensky. And now we will introduce Gill St. Bernard's. The Knights are today's home team. Let's welcome head coach Nicole Spiota, assistant coaches Shelley LeBar and Brady Becker. Number 22, Alex Delahanty. Number 6, Nora Marzouk. Number 7, Carolyn Brand. Number 99, Caitlin Moriarty. Number 23, Emily Supron. Number 4, Catherine Duggan. Number 15, JJ Neville. Number 12, Jenna Steele. Number 11, Jenny Fisher. Number 33, Harsabreen Chada. And now the starters for the Knights. Leading off the shortstop, number 9, Maddie Bedrock. Batting second and playing second base, number 13, Eliza Brookman. Batting third and playing third base, number 8, Meg Donlin. Batting fourth, the pitcher, number 20, Emma Corbett. Batting fifth, number 3, playing center field, Paige Knichel. Batting sixth in right field, number 18, Grace Beveridge. Batting seventh at first base, number 14, Kennedy Whitehead. Batting eighth, the catcher, number 1, Claire Chestnut. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 2, Sam Delahanty. Congratulations to both teams. Good luck and have a good game.
And there you have it. Those are the rosters here for Gill St. Bernard's and MKA as they enter today's championship game. Gill St. Bernard's at 15-7 on the year, MKA at 6-11. Gill St. Bernard's will be the home team, and on the mound for Gill St. Bernard's, Emma Corbett, who is the workhorse for this team. She's been pitching a lot recently to get them to this point, pitched in the semifinal game as they were able to earn a spot here. Alongside Sean Lerman, I'm Tom Monfiletto. This is part of Strive Network's coverage of the NJISAA Prep Championship Series. And we will have today's 4 o'clock tilt for the softball championship, followed by the 7 o'clock game, which will be the baseball championship including the same two schools, Montclair Kimberly Academy and Gill St. Bernard's. Sean, always is a great venue, first of all, and always a fun tournament, this Prep B tournament, and should be. There's been some fireworks leading up to this moment. We probably shouldn't expect anything less here today.
No, I have a feeling we're going to see a couple of really good games today. Anytime that you have two really high-quality teams, and that's talking for softball and baseball today, playing on a field here at Diamond Nation where you're not going to get any bad hops here. You've got a beautiful AstroTurf infield. There's not going to be any bad hops. It's all just going to be about what these teams can do out on the field today. A lot of talented athletes are going to be out there. We should see a couple of really good ones this afternoon.
Going around the diamond for Gill St. Bernard's at third base, we have Meg Donlin, who just recorded her 100th hit by way of a home run. At shortstop, Maddie Bedrock. Second base, Eliza Brookman. At first base, Kennedy Whitehead. In right field, Grace Beveridge. In center field, Paige Nickel. In left field, Sam Delahanty. On the mound, as we said, Emma Corbett, who has been the workhorse for this squad. And behind the plate, Claire Chestnut. Leading off for MKA, Isabella Mendez. She's a junior, goes by Izzy. She is committed to play field hockey and softball at Providence College. And the first pitch of the game is in there for a strike. So start off 0-1 to Izzy Mendez. Corbett working quickly on the mound, gets a sign and fires this one low and outside for a ball, so it'll go to 1-1.
Tom, I like what Corbett's doing there. That first pitch right there on the corner for a strike, then stretching it out a little bit further. See how far she can go out and still get the strike call.
This one swung on and fouled back. Count will go to 1-2, so nice aggressive approach there by Mendez as Corbett ahead in the count. It's pitcher's best friend. And the 1-2. Called strike three. Perfect placement. As you said, Sean, she was going to keep getting further and further off the plate or just kind of towing that black to see how much she can get. And that one caught enough of the plate for a called strike three for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, the first inning or two for any pitcher in any game is just going to be about finding where the ump's going to give you those little advantages in the strike zone. For some umps, it's inside. Some umps, it's outside. Looks like she's going to try to work as far outside as she can today, and I like that strategy.
And I think the home plate umpire today might just be inclined to give it to her. The first one a little bit too far outside. It's going to be 1-0. And this one pops straight up. Corbett underneath, and she's going to take it for the second out of the inning. So two quick outs there for Corbett. Coming up to the plate, Silberman, the senior for Montclair Kimberly Academy.
Normally, I don't like seeing a pitcher catch a ball themselves, but that one time, not really enough time for anyone else to get there, so I guess I'll allow it.
Sometimes pitchers just need to be athletes, and Corbett acted like one right there. She starts Silberman off with a strike. Count goes to 0-1.
I had a pitcher who thought he was an athlete once, and it led to me getting a broken nose because he thought he should be catching the ball, so I don't know about that.
This one will be up high for a ball. Count goes to 1-1. Sophie Silberman is batting .475 on the year. She's got a triple, a double, 7 RBI. So a very formidable hitter at the plate here. Corbett brings the 1-1, and it is down low for a ball. Count will go to 2-1. This is the first favorable count that Montclair Kimberly has seen here today. So the 2-1 is in for a strike. It'll go to 2-2. Corbett filling up the strike zone, loving that outside corner. Ball got a little run to it as well. It's going to tail that way. The 2-2 swung on, fouled back. We'll do it again. Corbett, 90 innings on the year, only giving up 26 runs. She's 9-6, 170 strikeouts in those 90 innings.
That's absolutely incredible. Wow.
2-2, line into right field. It's going to be foul. Good piece of hitting there by Silberman to get the barrel of the bat on the ball just a little bit late, and it'll travel a little bit foul. So we're back to 2-2 here with 2 down in the top of the first inning.
And that's what Silverman should be doing up there. If Corbett is going to work that outer half of the plate, you have to be just fine with going to opposite field. And
the 2-2 swung on, grounded to second base. Up with it is Brookman over to Whitehead for the third out of the inning. So 1-2-3 inning for Gill St. Bernard's. They'll come up next here in the Prep B Championship, live on Strive. Bottom of the first inning, about to get underway here for Gill St. Bernard's. Lineup for the Knights will go as follows: Bedrock, Brookman, Donlin, Corbett, Nickel, Beveridge, Whitehead, Chestnut, and Delahanty. And up to the plate now is Madeline Bedrock, batting .403 on the year. Morgan Katona on the mound for the Cougars. Count goes to 1-0 as the first pitch is high for a ball. This one up high for a ball as well. Count goes to 2-0. Morgan Katona, 33 innings pitched on the year. She's 3-4 on the season, 14 strikeouts. And this one up high for a ball as well. Count goes to 3-0. This one way high for a ball, so that'll be ball 4 as Bedrock makes her way to first base.
Yeah, it looks like she just needs to work on getting that release point a little bit earlier there, work a little bit lower in the zone, trying to throw some ground balls here.
Eliza Brookman at the plate now for Gill St. Bernard. She's the second baseman, recorded the final out of the inning. We'll see if a bunt is on. This is outside for a ball. 5 straight balls here from Katona as we get underway here in the top of the first. This one high for a ball as well. Most of these coming in high. Gill St. Bernard's hitters being pretty disciplined not to chase those. Brookman batting .313 on the year. The 2-0 is high again. We'll go to 3-0. 21 hits, 4 runs batted in, 18 walks on the year. She leads the team in walks, so she does have the best eye on the team. And with one more ball, she'll add number 19 to the stat sheet. And this is inside, ball 4. So 2 straight walks to start the inning. Gill St. Bernard's runners on first and second. Nobody out here in the bottom of the first.
That was a much better pitch, though. I mean, down and in, you can work with that. That's a pitch that you can get someone to swing at. Up until that point, weren't really a lot of tempting pitches in there. But if she can start to work in that down and in area, work the corners of the zone, she'll be just fine.
Meg Donlin at the plate, the 3-hitter for the Knights. And the first pitch to Donlin is down low for a ball. So it goes to 1-0. Donlin recently recorded her 100th hit by way of a dinger, which turned out to be the game-winning run in the semifinals as they defeated their opponent 3-2 on the day. So that's the 10th straight ball in there. So 2-0 to Donlin.
Nice way to get your 100th hit. Wow.
Yeah, I think so. This one in for a strike. So Katona finally finds the zone. Count 2-1 to Donlin. Donlin leads the second on the team in hits with 34. As this one is inside. So it'll go to 3-1. High for a ball, ball 4. So we have the bases loaded here to start things off. 3 straight walks from Katona. And this will bring up Emma Corbett, the pitcher, looking to help her own cause here. Nobody out, bases loaded, bottom of the first inning. No score. And the first pitch is laced, and a beautiful diving catch at short, doubled off at third base. Izzy Mendez, an outstanding 6-5 double play to get MKA out of a jam. Wow. That'll bring up Knichel now for the Knights. Trying to recover from just an incredible play from Izzy Mendez. That's in for a strike. Paige Knichel batting .358 on the year. This one fouled back 0-2. It looks like that play gave Katona a little bit of a spark.
Hey, sometimes that's all it takes.
Yeah.
Really can help you refocus when you see your teammates doing well.
This one high for a ball, so it'll go to 1-2.
I was a little surprised to see Corbett swing at the first pitch of that at bat, too. I mean, I'm sure she didn't have the take sign on, and she's a good enough hitter that you don't need it.
Ground ball to Mendez. She'll come up and charge and make another great play. Izzy Mendez making her presence felt here in the first inning. As we will take another look at this shot from Corbett, the diving play, and then doubled off of third base. Izzy Mendez with an outstanding play to get the Cougars out of a jam. 0-0 as we head to the second inning here at Diamond Nation during the Prep B Girls Softball Championship. Top of the second inning here, as Emma Pacifico will lead things off here for Montclair Kimberly Academy, who escaped a no-outs, bases-loaded jam in the first inning by way of a double play on a diving catch from Izzy Mendez over to Silberman at third base off of a rocket from Corbett at the plate. But huge turn of events there. You saw that inning kind of getting out of hand a little bit for MKA. And just an outstanding play from Izzy Mendez really just put everybody else at ease.
Yeah, it really did after back-to-back walks to start the inning, getting a couple of quick outs. Huge difference maker.
The 0-1 to Pacifico is fouled back. It'll go to 0-2. This one popped foul. It'll go out of play, so we'll do it again. Pacifico, one of the strongest hitters on this MKA team, batting .405 on the year. Got a couple of doubles and leads the team in runs batted in with 16. Oh, pretty dangerous hitter here in the cleanup spot. This one down low for a ball. Count goes to 1-2 on on Pacifico.
And just under 1 RBI per game. Pretty impressive. You're guaranteed to drive in a run every time you're out there.
This one fouled off. Continuing to battle is Pacifico. Whitehead gives it some chase, but it'll go out of play. And these fields here at Diamond Nation are incredible. This facility is incredible. It's one of the coolest places to watch a game. Not a lot of foul territory, though, in some of these contained fields, so could give some teams an advantage. Corbett deals the 1-2. This one grounded to third. It'll go foul. Emma Corbett throwing a ton of strikes here so far.
Yeah, she certainly is not messing around. She's challenging these hitters. Go ahead. Swing, put it in play. She's confident in the fielders behind her.
Pacifico doing a nice job battling here. Anything close, she's been able to get the bat on the ball. With the 1-2 from Corbett. Up high for a ball. Pacifico able to lay off, so the count goes to 2-2. Pacifico 4 walks on the year.
And you said 170 strikeouts?
That's Corbett on the mound.
Oh, it's
yeah.
Corbett. Okay.
2-2. Poked out towards first base. Kennedy Whitehead there, and she'll make the play. So a nice pitch from Corbett. And a nice battle there for Pacifico, but to no avail as this one lands into the glove of Kennedy Whitehead for out number 1. Stepping up to the plate now for MKA. Carrie McGuire, the freshman second baseman. She'll try to get things going here with 1 out in the top of the second. As this one is swung on and missed, strike 1. McGuire batting .306 on the year, 11 hits and 36 at-bats. And this one in for a strike. That's the one that Corbett loves. The low and outside pitch. It doesn't look like MKA has any chance of touching that one today. They haven't swung at it yet.
Yeah, that's a beautiful pitch. I mean, what can you even do with that when you swing?
Not much. The 0-2 is in the same spot for strike 3. It goes back to the bread and butter, that low and outside pitch, and she's been getting it called today, so that's another strikeout for Corbett.
And if you're getting that call, I mean, there's no better place to work as a pitcher.
Corbett has thrown 20 pitches, 16 of which have been strikes, as this one in for another strike. Grace Turvey, the freshman, at the plate for MKA. And the 0-1 is fouled back. It'll go to 0-2. Turvey batting .325 on the year. These MKA stats are pretty hefty. A lot of their players batting, I think most of their lineup, if not all of their lineup, batting over 300. The 0-2 fouled back.
And that's big because then when you're down in a game early, not that they are, nothing game here, but when you get down in a game early, when you know everyone on your team can hit, really can change the mindset of a team.
This one off the handle, so we'll do it again. And you've seen some good back control out of some of the MKA hitters. Pacifico and Gervey right here trying to battle and get a good pitch to hit. And that's something that later on in the game could prove to benefit them, as this one fouled back as well. So more pitches a pitcher throws, the more opportunities you have to see the ball and see what they have. And every pitch you see could be taken as an advantage and an adjustment for the hitter.
Yeah, you can have, if you have a 10-pitch at bat and end up striking out, that's not necessarily a bad at bat.
The 0-2 swung on, fouled back once again. Corbett is always around the plate, rarely. Only 18 walks in 90 innings, so she is control is one of her strong suits for sure. The 0-2 to Gervey. Swung on and missed. Change up gets her. Beautiful pitch from Corbett, and we will head to the bottom half of the inning. Still no score. Gil St. Bernard's coming up to the plate. Grace Beveridge will step up to the plate for Gill St. Bernard's. She faces Morgan Katona. Threw 15 pitches in that first inning, Sean, but the way that it started out looked like she was going to throw way more. She walked the first 3 batters, loaded the bases for Corbett, the best hitter on Gill St. Bernard's, one of the best hitters on Gill St. Bernard's. She lines into a double play, and then the next batter gets out, and that's it. It's how quickly an inning can change.
Yeah, really was an amazingly interesting inning. That's what happens, though, in softball and baseball. You can see stuff like that, and happens every day.
First pitch to Beveridge is high for ball 1, and that's where Katona was missing in the first inning. She was able to make an adjustment after that big play by Mendez, as this one is high for a ball as well. So it'll go back to 2-0. Gill St. Bernard's remaining patient as they did in the first inning, and that's important for them too, not to let a big play in the field discourage them, because they were able to get base runners on by not being too jumpy, as you see a high pitch swung at here. So it'll go to 2-1.
There was a little bit of self-preservation in that swing.
And the 2-1 to Beveridge is up high for a ball. Count goes to 2-2. No score here in the bottom of the second inning. Alongside Sean Lerman, I'm Tom Monfletto. We'll be bringing you both a softball and baseball player. Came back towards the end of the season from a knee injury, as this one is up high for a ball. So Whitehead starts off with a 1-0 count.
Have to be patient at the plate here. A lot of walks so far. You can get on base for free.
And this one just misses Whitehead's shins. Beveridge advances to second base on the wild pitch. So it'll be 2-0. Whitehead provided a significant spark off the bench for the basketball team, but she's doing pretty well on the baseball field as well. Batting .353 as this one is in for a ball, so it'll go to 3-0. Whitehead leading the team in runs batted in with 20. He's got 3 doubles on the year and a home run as well. 3-0 is in for a strike, so it'll go to 3-1. A hitter's count for Whitehead with a runner in scoring position.
Still, though, even 3-1, probably good to really be patient here. Selective.
And this one off the handle, and it'll go right into the glove of Mendez for out number 1. So if the ball is going to be hit, you would rather it be hit to Izzy Mendez if you're Montclair Kimberly Academy, as she has been swallowing everything coming her way. 1 out in the inning. That will bring up Claire Chestnut, the catcher for the Knights. She tries to get a run in here for Gill St. Bernard's. First pitch to Chestnut is inside for a ball to go to 1-0. 1 out here in the bottom of the first inning. Gill St. Bernard's looking to get on the board first after a leadoff walk. This one swung on and missed. It goes back to the backstop. Beveridge is safe at third base. One of the things, Sean, that you notice about this turf field, one of the biggest adjustments you have to make is when to slide. Because on these fields, you have to start your slide a little bit earlier, because you're going to go for your momentum is going to take you because of the surface. So Beveridge learning a little bit the hard way that she probably needs to slide a little bit earlier next time. This one lined into center field, a base hit. Chestnut gets the first run across for Gill St. Bernard's as Beveridge comes in safely. A beautiful base hit, the first one of the game for Gill St. Bernard's.
Good piece of hitting right there. I mean, putting it right up the middle of the field. Nothing better than that.
That'll bring up Sam Delahanty, the left fielder for Gill St. Bernard's, lefty hitter. One out here in the bottom of the second. Gill St. Bernard's now leads 1-0. Chestnut takes off towards second base on the pass ball. Good read there by Chestnut as they get a runner into scoring position once again. The count goes to 1-0.
And that's really important. You can take extra bases here. You have to be able to do it, and that requires some really good base running instincts, knowing when you have that time to take off.
This one high for a ball. It'll go to 2-0. The 2-0 to Delahanty over the catcher's head. Chestnut in safely at third base, and the backstop is in such a position that you can actually make a play off of the backstop if it goes hard enough, and that's what MKA was trying to do there, to no avail though, as Chestnut got another good read on it. But these wild pitches are starting to rack up here for Katona, as we'll have a mound visit here to talk things over. 3-0 count on Sam Delahanty. He's batting .273 on the year. She's got 11 walks as well. So a good eye at the plate. Runner at third base. Gill St. Bernard's looking to build their lead.
Tom, you mentioned the shallow backstop here at Diamond Nation. That means that the players, if you read it well, you can get to second, you can get to third on those wild pitches. But now at third base, going home is a little bit dangerous. It's very easy for the ball to come off that backstop and bounce right back to home plate. You have to be very careful that if it does get past the catcher here, it bounces far either to the left or the right if you're going to take off from third and go home.
The 3-0 to Delahanty is up high for a ball, so we'll have a first and third situation here with one out in the bottom of the second. And we will turn the lineup over for Bedrock. Madeline Bedrock at the plate, walked on 4 pitches her first time up. And this one hits Bedrock on a couple bounces.
And Silberman was trying to call time at third base. A baseball from the field to our right landed.
Oh, wow.
Just in foul territory on the infield here.
And the first pitch to Brookman is low for a ball. We have a 1-0 count. Bases loaded here. Gill St. Bernard's with a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning. As Brookman looking to break this one open. This one high for a ball.
Very close to the zone that time, though. Not a bad spot.
The 2-0 count to Brookman is just high for a ball, so the count will go to 3-0. Brookman also walked on 4 pitches her last time up. Brookman batting a cool .313 on the year. The 3-0 is low for a ball, and we will have our second run of the game by way of base on balls here.
And the third run as well. Look at that. So they catch them sleeping a little.
Caught me sleeping, too. It's a great job by Gill St. Bernard's getting that other run across. So it'll go to 3-0 here with 1 out. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the second. And this one grounded to third. Silberman will take the out at third for the second out of the inning. So that'll bring up Emma Corbett, who lined into a double play her first time up. Got a great piece of it, though, as this one is high for a ball, so the count will go to 1-0.
Yeah, I was just going to say, although she made the out, she made some really good contact. Just got, hit into some really good defense there, but she lined it hard to the left side.
Two and 0 goes the count. A hitter's count here for Corbett. Corbett takes this one low for a ball. Runners will advance to second and third now with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. So the count will go to 3-0 with a base open. And it looks like we will have a pitching change here. So coming in onto the mound to pitch will be Turvey, the freshman. And Katona looks like she's going to get another glove and head out to the outfield, it looks like. Oh, Derby will come to the mound. And we'll take a look at the first run scored by Gil St. Bernard's off of this base hit from Claire Chestnut. A really good piece of hitting, kept her hands inside, just lined it up the middle. Gil St. Bernard's was able to get their first run. They scored their next two on a walk, a bases loaded walk, and then taking advantage of some of the fielders not paying as much attention as they probably should have been. So we will get some of the changes here, and we'll be back right after this. So Grace Turvey in on the mound for MKA. She deals the 3-0 to Corbett, and Corbett takes ball 4. So we'll have bases loaded once again here. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. That'll bring up Paige Knitchell, 0 for 1 on the day. We'll have a courtesy runner at first base.
You know, Tom, I've seen that a couple of times this season in doing games all across the area where one pitcher starts in at bat and throws a couple of balls, and another pitcher comes in, and their first or second pitch, they end up walking them. Being the relief pitcher there, I can't feel great. I only threw one pitch. I got to walk on my stat sheet now. I don't know how I feel about that.
That's a tough situation for anybody coming, especially with runners on base. Turvey has 4 strikeouts on the year. She's pitched 6 2/3 innings, giving up 4 earned runs. So first pitch to Knitchell is a strike, and the second one is in for a ball. So we have a 1-1 count here. 2 outs, bases loaded in the bottom of the second inning, which has seen Gil St. Bernard score all 3 of their runs. This one is high for a ball, so it'll go to 2-1. And this one is fouled out of play to the right side.
Tom, though, it's something we talked about earlier. This MKA team, with how good they are at hitting, they see themselves down 3-0. That's nothing. When everyone's hitting over 300, not really much of a problem.
I totally agree, as this one comes in for a ball, so the count will go full to 3-2. But when you have the confidence at the plate that Montclair Kimberly does, they never feel like they're out of a game. And this one is outside for a ball, so we have another run coming in to score for Gil St. Bernard's. Here in the bottom of the second inning, they build a 4-0 lead. And that will bring up Grace Beveridge, the right fielder for Gil St. Bernard's, the sister of Luke Beveridge, catcher for the baseball team. And this one is in for a strike.
There's the spot right there. That's the spot that Corbett has worked today. That down and away corner seems to be a good place to go.
And this one low for a ball. The count will go to 1-1. In at first base, I believe that's Paula Guzman, a freshman from Newark, New Jersey. This one in for a ball. The count goes to 2-1. And I believe Morgan Katona moved to center field for the Cougars. This one grounded to short. Mendez up with it over to first for the 3rd out of the inning. Gil St. Bernard's puts up 4 in the bottom of the second as they lead the Prep B championship going into the top of the 3rd inning. Top of the third inning here. Up for MKA is Jenna Donatello, the sophomore. She'll take the first pitch for a strike. So a pitching change in inning number 2. Gill St. Bernard's able to put 4 runs on the board, only with 1 hit from Claire Chestnut, the catcher. Corbett's 0-1 is fouled back. Count will go now to 0-2.
And when you foul one straight back like that, Tom, it means that you're off in terms of where you were swinging, but you do have it timed up a little bit. So keep an eye here if Corbett goes with something off speed.
Looks like she's going to climb the ladder, and this will be high for a ball. Donatello hitting .314 on the year. She's got a double and a triple. 9 runs batted in. The 1-2 to Donatello. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. Emma Corbett does it again for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Raquel Rodriguez, the designated player here for Montclair Kimberly. And the first pitch to Rodriguez. In for a strike. That low and inside fastball doing wonders for Corbett here today. 0-1 swung on and missed. She's starting to bring it a little bit now. Feeling a little bit of juice. Those 4 runs giving her a little bit more confidence, as if she needed any more.
Yeah, and that's something when you start to go ahead, then as a pitcher, you can even challenge hitters even further.
And she pulls this one back a little bit, mixes the speeds there, and gets a swing and a miss for strike 3. So that'll be 2 outs by way of the K here. Corbett starting virtually every hitter off with the strike, getting ahead in every count so far here today. Squares around the bunt once again, and this one is fouled back. So quickly an 0-2 hole for Kayla McGee.
People always say, Tom, what's the best pitch? Is a fastball a best pitch? Is a curveball a changeup? The best pitch is a first pitch strike. Doesn't matter what it is.
Put it on a tee. 0-2. In for a strike, strike 3. Emma Corbett putting on a clinic here today. We enter the bottom of the third inning. Gill St. Bernard's will look to add to their 4-0 lead in the NJISAA Prep B Championship here live from Diamond Nation. So Kennedy Whitehead steps to the plate now for Gill St. Bernard's, looking to add to the 4-0 lead they have here in the bottom of the third inning here at the Prep B. Turvey gets the sign and deals. She loves the off-speed pitch. This one up high, ball number 2. Whitehead 18 hits on the year. The 2-0 is in there for a strike. So there it is. That's what Turvey's looking for. She's looking for that break over the strike zone. 2-1, the 2-1, to Whitehead is up high for a ball. That's 3-1. So much different pace than they saw from Katona and from Corbett for that matter. From Turvey, but could work to keep Gill St. Bernard's hitters off balance if she continues to locate. This one in for a strike. Count goes full to Whitehead.
Hey, I like that out of a pitcher. Work quickly. Don't let the batter get comfortable in the zone.
And this one is high for a ball, so Whitehead will take first to start things off for Gill St. Bernard's. In each inning so far, Gill St. Bernard's has had the leadoff hitter reach base, and that'll bring up Claire Chestnut, who has an RBI on the day. This one up high for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. For Chestnut, that is her 11th run batted in on the season as she laced a line drive up the middle in her previous at-bat. This one up high for ball 2. Be in for a strike. Count goes to 2-1.
Umpire likes to take his time before the strike call.
He sure does. Confusing me a little bit here.
He's doing a nice job back there. I felt like he's called the game accurately and equally for both teams, but he likes to take his time before he throws the hand up with the strike call.
3-1 is the count to the Gill St. Bernard's catcher. And Chestnut will take this one low for a ball, ball 4. First 2 runners on base once again for Gill St. Bernard's. It's Montclair Kimberly Academy finding it difficult to locate the strike zone here. Stepping up to the plate is Sam Delahanty. Walked in her last time up, and she'll take the first pitch high for a ball. Delahanty playing left field today. This one in for a ball as well. Count 2-0. You see MKA aligned for the bunt here as Delahanty tries to put it down, can't do it, so the count will go to 2-1.
Yeah, they've got the rotation play on with third base charging, shortstop charged with covering third base.
Trying to get the lead runner. This one looks like it's over for a strike, and it is. So that's 2-2 goes the count. We'll see if Delahanty and Coach Spiota keep the bunt on. And it is slapped in the left field, base hit. Whitehead around third. She's going to stay there. We'll go station to station. Good piece of hitting by Delahanty with 2 strikes. Gill St. Bernard's once again with the bases loaded here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Maddie Bedrock, a leadoff hitter, has walked twice today. Up to the plate, looking to blow this one open. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Gill St. Bernard's leading 4-0. This one up high, ball 1 from freshman pitcher Grace Turvey.
Certainly an opportunity to blow things open here. Put a couple more crooked numbers up there on the board.
And this one swung on and missed for strike 1. Ball coming in much slower than it was from Katona, so a little bit of an adjustment that these Gill St. Bernard's hitters have to make. The 1-1 swung on and missed up high. That looks great. But getting hitters to chase is Turvey. She will pull more and more off of her fastball or her changeup and slow it down even more. And this one swung on and missed. A perfect execution from Turvey with the bases loaded to get the leadoff hitter. That is a big out for MKA. That'll bring up Eliza Brookman, the second baseman. She's got 2 walks on the day. One out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. This one up high for a ball. Ball 2 is high. Most of the misses are coming high for both Montclair Kimberly pitchers. And this one goes over the catcher's head, but a short backstop will keep Kennedy Whitehead at third base. Count goes to 3-0 now.
And there's where that short backstop comes into play, or no chance to score from third.
Brookman calls time. She'll step out of the box just for a little bit, a little breather as the home plate umpire goes to talk to Turvey on the mound.
Yeah, possibly talking to Turvey about quick pitching a little bit too much here. She has to let the batter at least get set in the box for a moment.
Yeah, she is working at a really good pace, but sometimes there's a fine line between, as you said, quick pitching and having good tempo on the mound.
And I love that. Keep that tempo as fast as you possibly can without getting in trouble.
Ball 4 will force in another run as Kennedy Whitehead will come to the plate. Or to score a run, so the score goes to 5-0 here in favor of Gill St. Bernard's. That one in for a strike against Meg Donlin, the third baseman for Gill St. Bernard's. Donlin looking to break this one open. And this one skied out to right center field, and it is dropped in right. One run will score. Everybody else will just move up a spot here, as Gorodensky couldn't squeeze the glove on it. So we will have an error and a run scored here for Gill St. Bernard's as they build their lead to 6-0. Just one out here in the inning. That will bring up Corbett. She tries to help herself out here. And the first pitch in for a strike, 0-1.
That's a nice pitch right there, one that even if you swing at is probably just going to be a ground ball.
And the 0-1 is outside for a ball. Corbett all too familiar with that part of the plate. Delahanty at third, Brookman at second, Donlin at first. Corbett looking to drive them all in. This one up high for a ball. Count goes to 2-1. 6-0 is our score in favor of Gill St. Bernard's here in the Prep B Championship, live from Diamond Nation. This one popped into right. Gorodensky gets a chance at redemption and can't get a hold of this one either. So we will go station to station once again. Another run on the board for Gill St. Bernard's. 7-0 our score. That'll bring up Paige Knichel to the plate, the center fielder for the Knights. And this one is in for a strike. Count goes to 0-1. Bases loaded now, one out still. In the bottom of the third, Gill St. Bernard's in control. This one grounded up the middle. Izzy Mendez up with it over to first, and she'll make the play. A run will score. That is the second out of the inning. Runners advance to second and third. And that'll bring up Grace Beveridge, the right fielder for the Knights.
Tom, Izzy Mendez has just been lights out in the field today. I mean, everything in her direction is getting scooped up, thrown over to first in time. She's caught the ball in the air and doubled players up, and absolutely outstanding at shortstop.
Yeah, she's been playing a really good shortstop today, and everything in her direction, as you said, has been gobbled up. The 1-0 to Beveridge is high for a ball two, but she is extremely impressive. She's an excellent athlete, too, a great field hockey player. As I said, she's committed to Providence College. She's going to look to play both sports there. This one high for a ball. Count goes to 3-0.
It hasn't just been about fielding in her range. It's getting to balls that a lot of other players don't necessarily get to.
She gets rid of it rather quickly as well. This one in for a strike. Count goes to 3-1, which is so important. The 60-foot bases. You play shortstop, depending on how far you play away from the plate or how deep in the hole, as this one will travel to the backstop for a ball, and Beveridge will get on to first base with a walk. Depending on how far back you play, getting rid of it is one of the most important parts about playing shortstop, because you have to be quick with the short bases and the fast runners. She's been able to do a great job of that here today. So Whitehead, who started the inning, is up at the plate. She'll start with an 0-1 count here. It's Turvey trying to get out of a jam. Whitehead swings, and a good cut sends this one to the backstop, so the count will go to 0-2. Whitehead looking to put one on top of the hill in left center field. The 0-2 is low for a ball. 1-2 the count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Gill St. Bernard's doubled up their score in the previous inning, as this one is down low for a ball as well, so the count evens up at 2-2.
I do love when there's stuff out beyond the fence in an outfield, whether it's a hill or a lake or something, where you can say things like out onto the hill. Enjoy that.
Onto the catwalk.
Yeah. It's more than just, okay, hit it into the third row.
Whitehead works a full count here. Bases are loaded. We have 2 outs. And Turvey deals. This one swung on and missed. So Whitehead down on strikes for the third out of the inning. So Gill St. Bernard strands 3, but not after scoring 4 to make the lead 8-0 entering the top of the 4th inning. We'll be back right after this. Well, Emma Corbett has faced the minimum so far here through 3 innings. In the top of the 4th, Gill St. Bernard's leads Montclair Kimberly Academy by a score of 8-0. They just got 4 more runs in the 3rd. Combination of some errors, some walks, a couple well-placed hits.
Corbett struck out the side her last time out there.
And the first pitch to Gorodensky. I'm sorry, this is Izzy Mendez. The first pitch to Mendez is fouled back. The 0-1. This one fouled back as well. Corbett really bringing it here to Mendez. Mendez with some phenomenal bat speed. Unable to catch up with Corbett so far here today. We'll see what Corbett comes to with an 0-2 count.
Yeah, I'd love to see the radar gun there. She is bringing the heat in this at bat.
And this one fouled down the right field line, giving Chase his beverage, but it is out of play into the bullpen. Get a look at some of this beautiful Diamond Nation facility here. We are on field 1. Be playing on field 2 at 7 o'clock for the boys version of the Prep B finals. It's a first base umpire heading out to fetch that ball. Beverage will throw it in. Count remains 0-2 now to Izzy Mendez. 3 straight foul. 3 straight balls that she's been able to foul off. Mendez has made every single play that she's had to make at shortstop. This one popped foul down the first base line. Whitehead giving chase, and it'll hit the top of the net. So continuing to battle is Mendez. 5-pitch at bat here.
Diamond Nation single-handedly keeping the netting industry on its feet here.
Afloat. The 0-2 fouled back once again.
Well, that's important, though. When you have 4 fields back-to-back, they have to cover the entire walking area with netting because you can't watch all 4 fields at once. Keep the people safe.
You're right. My favorite part is the little sleeve that where
so
the
balls come down. Yeah,
that's really nice.
That's very smart.
0-2 battle here between Emma Corbett and Izzy Mendez, the leadoff hitter and shortstop for MKA. And the 0-2 outside for a ball, so Corbett kind of seeing what she could get there, not wanting to give Mendez anything close.
Yeah, I like going out of the zone there. I mean, she's fouling off. She's in that mode of swinging, trying to get her to chase something.
The 1-2. In for a strike. She got it. A beautiful sequence of pitches there from Emma Corbett. A great at-bat from Mendez. But outstanding location. Low and outside once again. She's been getting that call, and she's been keeping it there. And Claire Chestnut has been doing a phenomenal job of calling that pitch, and also every single time making it look like it's a strike right over the middle of the plate. A bunt attempt is fouled back from Morgan Katona, so the count will go to 0-1.
Yeah, it's not something that's easy to do, Tom. You mentioned behind the plate, framing those pitches. When it's coming in that fast and it's a down and away pitch, it can be really hard to keep that hand still and make sure that the umpire sees it as a strike and not pull it out of the zone.
And the bunt attempt goes to Corbett. Corbett takes a step and over to first base, where Brookman is covering for the second out of the inning.
Great play by Corbett there as we see her come off the mound here to make a really nice play, just doing it all defensively, offensively, and pitching extremely well.
And if you want to be a competitive softball pitcher, you have to be an athlete. You have to be able to field your position. As this one cut on and fouled back for strike one. And Corbett, a phenomenal job there, bouncing off the mound, keeping her composure, and getting it over to first base. Sophie Silberman, the three-hitter, the senior for the Cougars. At the plate, the 0-1 is just a bit low for a ball, so the count goes to 1-1. Silberman, 19 hits, leads the team on the year. Batting .475 entering tonight's game. And here's another reason why. This one into right center field. It'll be extra bases. Motoring around second base, she'll be in at third for a stand-up triple. A great piece of hitting for Sophie Silberman to get the first hit of the game for MKA.
Yeah, we can say it now. Breaks up the perfect game in pretty spectacular fashion with a triple.
Yeah, that was a great piece of hitting. She let the ball travel, got the barrel of the bat on the ball into right center field, got behind it, and a great piece of hitting and some great base running skills as well. She was cutting those edges pretty finely to get to third base easily. So Corbett facing a runner in scoring position for the first time today as the first pitch is cut on and missed by Emma Pacifico. Emma Pacifico, the daughter of Ralph Pacifico, the head coach of the MKA baseball team, which will play against the Knights in the baseball Prep B championship tonight at 7 o'clock. And this one grounded to third, up with it, and over to first. It is mishandled by Whitehead at third. Donlin with a low throw. Whitehead can't come up with it, so that'll be, I believe, an E3 and a run on the board for MKA. Carrie McGuire, the freshman, steps to the plate. And this one in for a strike as Corbett bounces right back with a good hard outside strike to start things off here with 2 outs.
And for Corbett, this is the kind of thing she's not going to let that phase her. She knows she still has a 7-run lead. Just focus in on the batter, throw some strikes.
This one in for a strike as well. The count goes to 0-2. This one a little bit high, able to lay off it is McGuire of the inning. So a run on the board, a triple from Sophie Silberman, and an error in the field leads to the first run of the game for Montclair Kimberly. The score 8-1 now, heading into the bottom of the 4th inning.
Mendez having a really good day today. We'll take a look here at some of just the great plays that she has made in the field. Every time the ball comes her way, it just seems to get eaten up, and she's done an outstanding job. The throw over to first there, and just taking her time, makes a great throw. But it all started on this first one of the day on just a hard line drive right to her. Or sorry, this is one in the air that she came in on and made a really nice play. This right here was the first play that really got things started, and we'll have it in just a second.
Well, her footwork has been really one of the more impressive attributes of her game. Her anticipation as well, being able to be ready for the ball and be able to surround the softball whenever she gets the ball near her. Her footwork really is what, in my opinion, is what drives her athleticism here in the field. First pitch swung on and missed to Claire Chestnut, so the count will go to 0-1.
Yeah, as a pitcher, you see it on the ground to your right side going over to Izzy Mendez. You can feel pretty confident the play is going to get made.
That's a pretty comfortable feeling out there on the mound as well, knowing that most of the balls that get hit on the ground get hit in that direction. The 0-2 to Chestnut is up high for a ball. Count goes to 1-2. Chestnut 1 for 1 on the day. She's got a walk and an RBI single. 1-2 up high for a ball again. Count evens up at 2-2. Turvey will deal. And swung on and missed. Slower, and a little bit slower to get Chestnut on strikes for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, and that's when she's been her most successful, when she's come off speed and really taken a lot off of the pitch, getting batters lunging at the ball.
Delahanty singled in her last plate appearance. She offers at this one, but unable to make contact, so the count will go to 0-1. This one in for a strike, 0-2. Delahanty with that patented slap step towards the pitcher. She's looking to just slap something into left field. This one grounded to Mendez. Mendez over to first, not in time. Delahanty is pretty quick. So a runner on base here with one out in the bottom of the fourth inning for Gill St. Bernard's.
The other thing that slap step does is you've got about 3 or 4 steps down the first base line before anyone even has an opportunity to start moving to field the ball. It really came into play there, beating it out.
That'll bring up Maddie Bedrock, the leadoff hitter here, shortstop for Gill St. Bernard's. First one is fouled back to the screen. Bedrock struck out in her last plate appearance, walked in her first 2. She is 0 for 1 on the day. And this one fouled back again. Gill St. Bernard's hitters still way out in front.
Have to make the adjustments, and no, it's coming in a little slower.
This one up high for a ball. The count will go to 1-2. Gill St. Bernard's leads MKA in this Prep B softball championship by a score of 8-1 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. We are live from Diamond Nation. And this one cut on and popped up to third base. Silberman underneath it, and she'll make the second out of the inning.
That's good pitching. That when you can get soft ground balls, pop flies, and strikeouts, that's what you want.
Eliza Brookman at the dish now for Gill St. Bernard. She fists this one into center field. Rounding second, heading to third is Delahanty, so a nice piece of hitting by Brookman. We have put runners on first and third here in the bottom of the fourth. 2 outs. We'll bring up Meg Donlin. Donlin 1 for 2 on the day. And this one skied out to right field. Gorodensky going back and making the play for MKA. No runs, couple hits for Gill St. Bernard's. We head to the top of the 5th inning. The score 8-1 in favor of the Knights. Top of the fifth inning here, Gil St. Bernard's leads MKA by a score of 8-1. Emma Corbett been doing her job on the mound through 4 innings. She's given up 1 run, 1 hit, no earned runs, 8 strikeouts on the day. She has been dealing so far here today, Sean.
Yeah, she really has. She averages just under 2 strikeouts per inning on the season. So it's not that out of the question for her to have 8 through 4, but still, she's been very impressive out there in the circle today.
Grace Turvey at the dish now for MKA. She grounds this one foul down the third base line. Count goes to 0-1. Gil St. Bernard's playing the bunt, as you can see. This one slapped right into the glove of Donlin for the first out of the inning.
There's a reason you'll see third baseman wear that mask. I mean, that takes quick reaction time, and you have to be fearless to play third base at this level of softball. Really nice play.
Donatello up at the dish for MKA. Donatello 0 for 1 on the day. Corbett deals. The first pitch is low and outside for a ball, so the count will go to 1-0. This one fouled back. 1-1 is the count, and it seems like Corbett every inning looks like she's throwing harder and harder as the game goes on, and that's something that you really love to see.
I've noticed that as well. I mean, it seems like she's throwing harder by quite a bit than she was early in the game.
This one swung on and missed. The count will go to 1-2. Donatello, victim of a strikeout her last time up. With a 1-2 count, we'll see what Claire Chestnut puts down for Emma Corbett here. And this one high and outside for ball 2.
Yeah, it's just one where you're looking to get someone to chase.
And the 2-2. This one skied out to right field, coming in on it, making a sliving, outstanding catch. It's Grace Beveridge out in right field. What a play from Beveridge. The ball caught some of her chest, too. Just an outstanding effort in right field. We'll take another look at it here. Good piece of hitting, especially with 2 strikes from Donatello. You see Beveridge coming in on it, slides, catches it against her torso. Putting your body out there for your team. So that's the second out of the inning. Corbett, I'm sure, appreciative of that. First pitch to Rodriguez is outside for a ball. And this one low for a ball as well. Count goes to 2-0.
Is this the first 2-0 count of the day?
I think it might
that
be.
Corbett has had on the in the circle.
And this one swung on and missed. Could have been 3-0. This one up high, but swung on anyway. So a 2-1 count here. 2 down in the top of the 5th inning. Gil St. Bernard's leads MKA 8-1. 9 strikeouts on the day for Emma Corbett. The 2-1 swung on and missed. Strike 2. Took a little bit off of that one. Rodriguez was a little bit out in front.
Took a page out of Turpey's book that time.
There you go. The 2-2. In for a strike, strike 3. It's an odd strike 3 call, but we love it here at Diamond Nation. The 10th strikeout of the game for Emma Corbett, and that'll bring Gil St. Bernard's up in the bottom of the 5th inning, looking to add to their 8-1 lead. Emma Corbett will lead things off here for Gill St. Bernard's as the Knights lead 8-1 here in the Prep B Softball Championship, live from Diamond Nation as part of Shrive Network's coverage of NJISAA Prep Championships alongside Sean Lerman. I'm Tom Monfiletto. A gorgeous day here in Flemington. This beautiful Diamond Nation facility, as this one is flown out to right field. Gorodensky under it, and she'll make the play for the first out of the inning. Quick one pitch out there from Turvey as Emma Corbett goes to 0 for 3 on the day. And that'll bring up Paige Knichel. 0 for 2 on the day, the center fielder for Gill St. Bernard's. And the first pitch is up high for a ball, ball 1. This one in for a strike. Count goes to 1-1.
That's a really nice pitch. That's just, perfect, as far outside as you can go and have it be a strike.
This one a little bit too far outside, so the count will go to 2-1. Gill St. Bernard's very patient at the plate. And this one will be low for a ball. Count goes to 3-1. Gill St. Bernard's working their way into hitters' counts here all day long. The 3-1. Swung on, grounded to third. Silberman charges. She's up with it, over to first. In time for the out. A great play from Sophie Silberman.
That really was a great play. She was charging in on that, did not have time to set her feet and make the throw, so just had to throw on the run. Beautiful play.
The hero in the top of the inning steps up to the plate, Grace Beveridge. She's 0 for 1 on the day, just coming off of a diving catch out in right field. Looking to get something going here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. This one a little bit low for a ball as Turvey took an extra something off of that one.
Which really is saying something.
Yeah.
She takes something off quite a few of her pitches.
And this one in a right center field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Beveridge on her way to second. She's rounding second. She's looking for third. Spiota turning her around third. Play at the plate. In time. Beveridge thrown out. An aggressive job, but a nice relay from MKA as that ball rolled all the way to the wall, and a perfect relay to home plate to get Beveridge at the dish. We'll take another look at it here. Nicole Spiota taking a chance by sending Beveridge there, but she was on her horse. Look at her thinking to all the way out of the box. It gets all the way to the wall. Not a great angle out in right field. It looks like that is that Izzy Mendez making the throw? 2 hops, perfect throw to the plate, and a great job blocking the dish by Emma Pacifico gets Beveridge at the plate. So the score remains 8-1 as we head into the top of the 6th inning. Gill St. Bernard's leads Montclair Kimberly Academy. Kayla McGee going to start things off here for the Cougars in the top of the 6th inning. Gill St. Bernard's leads 8-1. Emma Corbett on the mound. She's only thrown 59 pitches through 5 innings. She has done an outstanding job. Some defensive changes here for, oh no, they're just waiting for Beveridge to get out to right field. She's still catching her breath from that attempted inside the park home run.
I used to get tired on doubles. Can't even imagine going all the way around.
And the first pitch is outside for a ball as McGee was able to pull back. McGee is senior for MKA. And the 1-0 from Corbett is offered at, but they're going to say she did pull back in time, so the count goes to 2-0. The 2-0. McGee squares the bunt once again. Whitehead coming in, can't make the play. Nice job of avoiding Chestnut on that. It's a dangerous play. So foul ball brings the count to 2-1. See if Gil St. Bernard's moves up even further. So MKA looking for any way to get somebody on base. 2-1. Here it comes. This one offered at and missed, so the count will go to 2-2.
Yeah, and that would have been a strike anyway. That was a really nice pitch down and away. That's a tough pitch to bunt.
The 2-2 from Corbett. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. It's her 11th strikeout of the game. So Corbett down on strikes. I'm sorry, McGee down on strikes. And that will bring up Izzy Mendez, the leadoff hitter and shortstop for MKA.
I know you've just been associating Corbett and strikes all day. Right. That's been the case.
Mendez kind of half squares to bunt. And it's outside for a ball. Count goes to 1-0. Mendez does square. Whitehead charging, but it goes foul, so count 1-1 now. Mendez with 10 walks on the year. She leads all of her teammates by a margin of 6. So pretty good eye, batting a cool .429 entering today's game. Really important for your leadoff hitter to have such a good eye as Mendez has, as this one is outside for a strike, actually. It's 1-2. Have one down here in the top of the 6th inning. Gil St. Bernard's leading 8-1. The 1-2 popped up to the right side. This one is trouble, but Beveridge will come in and make a play for the second out of the inning.
Tom, you did mention Mendez having the 10 walks, hitting over .400. That means her on base percentage is going to be up over .500 on the season. Not too bad when your leadoff hitter is getting on base more often than they aren't.
Yeah, you can't really ask for more than that out of your top spot in the order. Morgan Katona 0 for 2 on the day. Playing center field now for the Cougars. First pitch is swung on and missed.
Those high fastballs are so juicy to a batter. All you want to do is just drill it into the outfield, and you just can never catch up on them.
Corbett doing a great job mixing speeds here, as this one is a fastball that is low for a ball, so the count goes to 1-1. This one hit off the handle out to shortstop. It's over the head of Bedrock, and that'll be in for a single from Morgan Katona. So runner on base here, another hit for MKA. That'll bring up the ever-dangerous Sophie Silberman, the runner on first. First pitch to Silberman is outside for a ball. Count is 1-0. Silberman 1 for 2. She's got a triple to right center field in her last at-bat. The 1-0. Down low for a ball. Count goes to 2-0.
Not a bad pitch, though. Close.
2-0 count here. 2 outs in the top of the 6th inning. Gil St. Bernard's leads 8-1 here in the Prep B Championship. The 2-0 pops straight up and hits the press box area. So the count will go to 2-1.
Beautiful press box here, too. I mean, as far as some of the places that we get to broadcast from, we see some pretty nice setups. But this is nice. You have the 4 fields around you in each direction. Really nice place.
It's a beautiful thing. This one grounded to Corbett. She'll take a step over to first base and record the 3rd out of the inning. So Corbett does it herself, and Gil St. Bernard takes a 7-run lead into the bottom of the 6th inning. A couple innings away from another Prep B championship for the Knights here live from Diamond Nation. We'll be back with the bottom of the 6th inning. So Grace Turvey enters her 4th inning on the mound. She came in relief of Morgan Katona in the 2nd inning. Turvey's given up 5 hits, 4 runs, 2 of them earned, 4 walks and 3 strikeouts in her time here, trying to keep the Gill St. Bernard's hitters at bay here to give MKA an opportunity to come back into this game. Kennedy Whitehead will start things off here for Gill St. Bernard. She'll take a ball low for a ball.
And Turvey has not pitched poorly. She's done a nice job out on the mound. She's mixed her speeds extremely well with a lot of good off-speed stuff, gotten some batters off balance. Only 2 earned runs in 4 innings pitched. That's not too bad.
A 2-1 is up high to Whitehead. So the count will go to 3-1. Yet another hitter's count for Gill St. Bernard's. Whitehead 0 for 2 on the day. And this one is crushed to center field. Under it is Katona, and she'll make the easy out in center. So 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th inning. That will bring up for Gill St. Bernard's Claire Chestnut, the catcher. Chestnut 1 for 2 with an RBI on the day.
She's the one that got things started for GSB.
Sure did. The 2nd inning where they put 4 runs on the board and then 4 runs in the 3rd. 2 big innings here for Gill St. Bernard's. And this one out beyond second base. That'll drop in for a base hit. And Chestnut will reach base safely here with 1 out in the bottom of the 6th.
You've seen quite a few of those types of hits today that just kind of fall in right behind shortstop or second base. As a hitter, you don't always feel the best about it, but you'll take it.
It's fine. As they say, it's a line drive in the scorebook
Sure
because
is.
you'll have plenty of instances where you feel like you hit a ball right on the nose and it's right at somebody. That's just the balance of softball and baseball there. This one is up high for a ball to Sam Delahanty, who's 2 for 2 on the day. And the 1-0 is taken for another ball. Count goes to 2-0. Delahanty works it to 3-0 now as that one high and outside. And this one is in for a strike, so we'll get another 3-1 count.
Good opportunity here as a hitter. This is what you want to see.
And a perfectly placed bunt down the first base line, but MKA is going to let it roll foul. A veteran move there by Kerry McGuire to let it go foul on this turf surface. It looked like a beautiful bunt from Delahanty. We'll do it all over again.
Yeah, she read the trajectory of the ball, knew that on the turf field it's going to keep going whatever direction it is going, and that meant it was going to just roll foul.
And this one will be swung on and missed for strike 3. However, unable to get to first base because it's occupied, so that'll be an out for the 2nd out of the inning, and that will bring up Maddie Bedrock, the leadoff hitter here for Gill St. Bernard. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Hit by a pitch in her second plate appearance. She walked in her first plate appearance. And we're going to have a courtesy runner here for Claire Chestnut. Entering the game for Gill St. Bernard's is number 7, Carolyn Brand. Two outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Gill St. Bernard's leads 8-1. Maddie Bedrock, the shortstop, at the plate for the Knights. She'll take a strike. Count goes to 0-1. This one fouled back. It'll go quickly to 0-2. The 0-2. In for a strike. Strike three. Gets the outside corner. Grace Turvey keeps the Gill St. Bernard's hitters at bay. 7 runs to tie this game. 8 runs to take the lead for MKA. It'll be a tall task against a rolling Emma Corbett here. We'll see what happens in the top of the 7th inning. It's coming up next here on Strive. So it's up to Pacifico, McGuire, and Turvey to get things going here for MKA, down 7 in the top of the 7th inning. The Montclair Kimberly Academy baseball team was down 8 to Newark Academy in the semifinals. They were able to come out with a victory to earn a spot here, as this one is popped up to short. Underneath it is Bedrock, and she will make the play for the first out of the inning. So 1 pitch, 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And Gill St. Bernard's 2 outs away from a Prep B championship. Carrie McGuire at the dish now for the Cougars. McGuire 0 for 2 on the day. First pitch, flown out to left field. Delahanty coming in, and she'll make the can of corn for the second out of the inning. 2 pitches, 2 outs here for Emma Corbett. And that'll bring up Grace Turvey, who's done such an excellent job on the mound for MKA. She's looking to get something going here, at least get on base.
Probably be taking a pitch, you'd think, after 2 quick outs rather on the first pitches.
This one swung on and missed for a strike. Corbett just pounding the strike zone here in the top of the 7th. She does not want to waste any time.
Been her strategy all day. Throw strikes, get outs.
And the 0-1 swung on and missed as Corbett climbs the ladder.
And that's what you can do, Tom. When you throw balls, you have to throw strikes. When you throw strikes, you get to throw balls.
This one popped back. Chestnut giving chase. It'll be out of play. Corbett yet to give up an earned run here today. The 1 run that she did give up in the 4th was unearned after that triple from Silberman. The 0-2 swung on, nubbed to third base. Unable to make the play is Donlin, and Corbett will eat it. So we'll have a runner on first here. And that will bring up Donatello. See if they can get a rally going here in the top of the 7th inning.
Sometimes those balls in the air in the infield have weird spins on them that can throw off a fielder.
First pitch to Donatello, in for a strike. And one of the most impressive parts about Corbett's outing today is how she responds after something that doesn't go her way, really. It's usually a screaming fastball on the outside part of the plate. This one is a little bit too outside for a ball, so the count will go to 1-1 on Donatello. The 1-1 swung on and missed. Strike 2. 1-2 the count on Donatello. She's 0 for 2 on the day. Corbett looking for her 11th strikeout on the day. The 1-2, way outside for a ball. Count will go to 2-2. tried to get Donatello to chase. Donatello not going to chase that far off the plate, so we'll do it again at 2-2. Turvey on first base, ready to take a lead. The 2-2. Swung on, popped up. And it is caught by Brookman, and that'll do it. Gill St. Bernard's, your 2015 Prep B softball champions here at Diamond Nation. An outstanding performance from Emma Corbett, who went the full way for Gill St. Bernard's with 10 strikeouts. Only gave up 1 run. It wasn't earned. And a great effort from Gill St. Bernard's as they take the Prep B championship by a score of 8-1 over Montclair Kimberly Academy.
Yeah, Tom, this was an incredible performance, and it all started with Corbett out there in the circle. Incredible today, striking out batters, and when she wasn't striking people out, she was forcing bad contact, ground balls, pop flies in the infield. Very few softballs even made it to the outfield today. An incredible performance.
7 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run not earned, and 10 strikeouts for Emma Corbett. An outstanding day on the mound for Emma, and a championship brought home for Gill St. Bernard's. Some of the stars at the plate for Gill St. Bernard's. Claire Chestnut went 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Sam Delahanty also went 2 for 3 on the day. Chestnut also added an RBI. Grace Beveridge had that triple where she was thrown out at home plate. 2 runs batted in for Brookman, 1 for Donlin, 2 for Knichel, and 1 for Corbett, 1 for Chestnut as well on the day. So a pretty complete performance here for Gill St. Bernard's, and we're going to give it to Dave Pasquale, who is going to be doing the trophy presentations here. Actually, he's not mic'd up, so we're just going to take a look at him as they'll give the championship trophy to Gill St. Bernard's, the runners-up trophy to Montclair Kimberly Academy. This is just a well-run tournament, Sean. 10 teams and a champion here in Gill St. Bernard's, and they chose to play one of their best games of the season here in the championship game.
Yeah, they did. I mean, it was almost a perfect game played by them on all accounts. For a while, it was a perfect game by Emma Corbett out there in the circle, and just offensively, they did what they needed to do, putting up 4 spots in the second and third inning. They never looked back.
Your final here at Diamond Nation. Gill St. Bernard's defeats Montclair Kimberly Academy to capture the Prep B softball championship here at Diamond Nation. The score 8-1 in favor of the Knights. We'll be back at 7 o'clock for the baseball version of the Prep B championship between Gill St. Bernard's and Montclair Kimberly Academy. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a great night, everyone.